Welcome everybody to my review of the Osprey Radial and the Osprey Tropos. It's a head-to-head comparison of those two backpacks. This one is the 2018 model. This one just came in today, as you can tell by the tag. And the reason I bought a new backpack was because I love this one so much, but it just became so dirty and I use it almost every day. I just had to find a replacement for it to clean this one out. And after 5+ years of use, it kind of shows its age. It's not like broken or anything, but I just wanted a new one. And this one, as you can tell, it's super shiny black. I love it. This one is in super shiny red. I love it too. But yeah, time for a change. Since you are watching this review, you certainly are in the market for one of those two backpacks. This one is discontinued, but there's a new one in the market now, which is fairly similar in features, but also quite different. So Osprey, if you know, they have the laptop compartment, and this laptop compartment is suspended. So what this means, you can have a laptop and just can let it fall in, and you don't have to worry about the laptop hitting the ground, which is super convenient, especially if you use the laptop every day, which I do. And this is a 13-inch MacBook Air, and there's certainly space for 16 for sure, and 17 maybe. So let's get this out of the way. Look in there. There's one more organizational pocket, which in 5 years I believe I used once or twice, but not more. This is, you cannot use that. It's just for the air mesh to keep the tension on and make the tension. So, and then there's no other pocket, which I don't mind. Then you have the sunglass compartment, which is smack dead in the middle. I kind of like this because when you load up the pack in the front compartment, you always leave some space and you never load it up in such that the sunglasses get smashed right dead. So compared to when you have the sunglass pocket at the front, you never know if somebody hits there, or if you know, in the heat of the moment, you'll hit something. The sunglasses can get smashed, but here in the middle, they never have been in 5 years. This is the main compartment. It's a 34-liter backpack, and I use this for everything. For now, I just have some rented bits, like my mouse and whatnot. Who cares? And then you have this organizational pouch, which honestly is more in the way than anything else. It allows you to organize some stuff, but since I have the laptop compartment, if I need to keep something straight, I rather put it back here than in front of here, because to me this compartment is mainly just used to dump stuff in and get it out. But yeah, that's fine, because if you have to organize something, you have this next pocket or compartment, which allows you to organize some more. And here you can put in stuff, which is great. I use this sometime, but as you can tell, I'm a messy person, and I just like to grab and stuff and feel it out. And since this is basically, you know, some backpacks have the space of this compartment alone, and I just grab around and feel my hands around and get my stuff there. Of course, you have some organizational options too, if you're a quite organized person. And then you can put, yeah, like pens here, great, and other stuff there too. That's great. But that's only half of the backpack, to be honest, because we have here a helmet suspender. You can put in your bike helmet, because yeah, I was using this also while biking, and I biked quite a bit with this one, and I can tell you, if you're biking with the backpack, this is the one to go, period. Because with this airspeed mesh type of deal, there's no better backpack if you're getting sweaty or anything, because you have this distance between the backpack and you, and this will keep the ventilation on quite well. So here you can put your helmet, then you have this mesh pocket, which I sometimes use to just shove stuff in, random stuff. And then this has been, those pockets, they intersect. You have those pockets on both sides, one here, and they intertwine, if you will. And it was being designed to put your shoes in, which I maybe they did once or twice, but usually I just keep random stuff here, EDC stuff, I like medicine, which I rarely use, but since those pockets are also quite deep, you can put in quite some stuff. Let me see. Yeah, one-handed it's a little bit hard, but it's also 5 years old. Here I have just random EDC stuff. Yeah, toothbrushes and bandages and whatnot. I mean, even drinks. I don't even know what I put here. Sometimes I forget. I forget it for quite some time. So all in all, I love this. And as you can tell, this handle has quite some discoloration because this pack stands on itself. Can you see how well it stands even though the compartments are open? That's the kickstand feature, because it has a rigid frame and it just stands so well. I mean, it never falls over. And now that I see it, there's another compartment here. And let me tell you this, I never use this compartment at all, because I don't see any reason to put stuff in there, even when you're biking. It's supposed to be used when you're biking, so you can reach back and get something out of here. But let me tell you, if you're any type of serious biker, you never reach back that much and get something out of there while you're on the road. Then you have this bottle pouch, which, as you can tell, has been used quite extensively, and I love it, because in my mind every backpack needs a bottle compartment where you can put stuff in. And yeah, the straps themselves, keep in mind those have been used every day, and I mean, god damn it, it's just the best. It just works, and it never failed me once. And you can tell by the seams, everything is just fine. Where it rubs the most, here, down here, as you can tell, 5 years of daily use. This looks like it's about to fail, but I have no doubts that this will hold for 1 or 2 years longer. And yeah, what can I say? It's just great. And while we're talking about it, here, last feature, which I also never use, but it's great to have if you need it, for sure. You have here a rain cover. A freaking rain cover which just can extend and put over your backpack and keep it out of the rain. How much did I use it? Never. It's great to have, but I've been in quite some rain while biking, but hey, if it's that rainy, I prefer to don't go out. Okay, let's go to the Osprey Tropos, the new 2023 model. 24/7, whatever you make of it, I don't care. It's also a 34 liter, the same as the Radial was, and this was really important to me because this, if you're over 6 foot, it just makes sense to use a bigger backpack because you can put so much stuff in there, much more than you would think, and I just don't need any, other bags to put stuff in. So let's see how that one fares. Once again, it has a separate laptop compartment, which I really like. This is such a feature which, once you get used to it, you just start to love it, that you don't have to get into the main compartment where your other stuff is. You just get the laptop out and there it is, and it's great. And compared to the Radial here, it has 1, 2, 3 different organizational pockets, which I think makes sense, especially if you have an iPad or something, and then you could put in the iPad and some documents, which also makes sense to me because I always put documents into the laptop compartment. It's here, there's the tension and the documents keep straight. So having this organizational option here is, in my mind, a welcome addition. Then instead of the glass compartment, you have here the main compartment, which comes right here. It's beneath this rain cover, and it has quite a different zipper, which is fine by me, honestly. And then you open it, and there you go. It's just one big void, which, yeah, if you're not that used to, maybe it's a little bit daunting, but to me, I think, that's exactly what I needed for. I just dump in all the stuff, the big ticket items here, and then, now wait for it. I mean, this is deep. I'm 6'2", and my arm is quite long, and it goes way deep. God damn it, it's super deep. And then you have another compartment here, and notice that there are 2 zippers compared to the old model, because that makes it really handy that you can zip it up on top, which I like, so I can access it whenever I want with one hand, and then you're greeted with an organizational area. And here you have, of course, same as you have it with the Radial. Here you have an organizational pocket, some organizational options here too, the mandatory key holder, which you will never use, of course, and then you have basically another backpack by itself. It goes, I mean, it goes deep. Here you can lose yourself. All the stuff you don't have to put in the main compartment, you will certainly put there, and it goes all the way to the bottom. And you know, if it ever would happen that you happen to forget to close this up, if you put it in the main in the secondary compartment, you don't have to worry about that anything falls out, because it goes so deep there, it just will swallow it up, which I really like, because you know, this anxiety of, have I closed my zippers and is everything still there? This suddenly goes away, as it has been with this Radial. I mean, I just have a loose way of closing zippers, and I never had to worry about, well, let's put it that way. Nothing has ever fallen out of this backpack. And judging by the new design of the Tropos, I don't think the same will happen with this one. And here, compared to the old model, the sunglass compartment is here, and I haven't even opened it fully. Let's give it a shot here. It's padded. It's better padded. It has a felt lining. The old one had some, whatever that was. It was some material, but I had never a problem with it. This one has a felt lining. I think this is good. The old one maybe was better for cleaning. This one is better for glasses, I'm sure. But apart from everything else, I don't know if I will use it for anything else. And then you have a mesh pocket and these compression straps, which you can tuck in. But the good thing is, at least they thought about having here, you know, a loop where the straps will not flap around in the breeze if you have not compressed it, which most probably I will keep it like that. Just tuck them in here and be done with it. Honestly, this is the feature I most despise about this backpack. I think that these compression straps have to be tensioned to make it look really tidy, but this mesh pocket is certainly a welcome addition, because here you can put stuff in, I mean, a really considerable amount compared to this one, where you just can put in, yeah, anything smaller than a jacket. But here you can put in jacket, no problems, I'm sure. And then, of course, the big advantage is two big bottle pockets. Also with compression straps, which I kind of like. So you can make this up really tidy, and on the other side it has one too, because any liquids I prefer to keep them outside of the bag, because if anything spills out, it just goes past the bag, and it just gives me this, you know, peace of mind that I know if the bottle leaks or anything, it doesn't get into my backpack, and that's just great. Apart from that, it has the same features, a little bike light holder, which I have used on this one quite extensively as well. It's made a little bit different, but if you're biking, it just makes sense, and I like it. I used it quite a bit. And on the other side, you have, compared to the old Radial proper straps, here you have just this spongy thingy, which is useful or not. I never noticed any difference if I tension this or not. It's just I mean, it's just a good fit overall without it. And here you have the option to really strap it in as you like it, I think. And it's kind of the same material, I would say. And also the same airspeed suspended design, so you get the breeze flowing through here quite well, and I will love it. And here, yes, this feature I also love and like and need to have the thingy to yeah, just keep it tidy. Then you have here the waist strap, which I have had here too, and I removed it, and I basically never used it, and I never needed it. I believe I needed it once or twice while hiking, but apart from that, I never used it, and it is not in the way either. I haven't even noticed that it's there, and here it's basically the same deal. It's a little bit more pronounced, but you have here a way to tuck it away. And the most important part, of course, will be here where it wraps. As you can tell, the old radial here has been wrapped up cut well, because here your back will wrap, and it's not your bottom, it's gonna be your back that wraps here most of the time if you're anything bigger than 6 foot or 180 centimeters, I would say. So here it's kind of the same material, seems quite sturdy to me. It's missing the rain cover, which I don't mind, but it still has the kickstand feature, which certainly is the best thing ever, and that's why you came here for this review, because you want a backpack that stands on its own. And here you go, both stands on their own. The Radial 2018 model has been a good companion in my ventures, and I'm sure this one here will be the same. I'm just saying I didn't went with the new Radial because the new Radial has a much worse water bottle pouch, which slants a little, and yeah, when you're on a bike maybe you will use it, but since when you're on a bike you always have bottle holes in the bike, and reaching back on a bike is never a good idea in terms of balance and keeping, in control. So I would say this is even the better option, because it has those bottle holders which you can even compress and keep your bottle safe. And you have two of them, which I really like, because the Radial just have one, and it has this stupid compartment. Well, look at it. It has, I think, this keychain zipper thing, which is still brand new on mine, because why would you keep your keys attached to your backpack? I don't know. I don't. If you do, well, then go with the Radial. I think the new one has the same feature too, but I never use it. I need big pockets, I need an organizational compartment, and I need the kickstand, of course, and I need the bottle holders. And if you need that too, you're in for the Osprey Tropos. And if you need stuff like a helmet holder and a rain cover, yeah, then maybe consider the Radial. The new model is similar but not the same. and it has another zipper that goes all the way to make it from a 26 liters to a 34, which I think is another really great idea to spend the zipper on. And this one, at least, yeah, you have compression straps if you want it, and I'm sure I would never will use them. But all in all things considered, the old Tropos model, when this came out, just had one zipper on the smaller organizational pocket, which was a shame, because when you compress this like this and you just have one zipper, you have to go over and unclip this every time. But if you have like two zippers, you can close this up, and if both straps are even attached, you still have access to it without going through the zippers and getting up there. And the old Tropos was stupid. This one is almost perfect. The compression strap and this pouch, yeah, I would say it's okay, but it's the best you can get for your money. It's 180 bucks. This one is 200, I believe, even more nowadays. I paid less though, but now I could only get it from Osprey directly. So that's it, guys. Have a good one. It's your decision. Have a nice day.